Well, hey, my lovely Cancerians. Guys, hello, my name is Angel, and welcome to Akashic Affirmations. This is going to be a shamanic type of reading. We're going to call in our inner shaman to see what we have to release. This is going to allow clarity for the repeated conditioning, allowing us to see this present moment in time, to focus on the influences that have kept us from progressing forward. We will be using the After Tarot, the Divine Energy Oracle, which I'm cleansing right now, as well as the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And I will be reading to you directly from the book. Now we're going to use the energies of the south, the west, the north, and the east to see what we have to let go of, what parts of you needs to die, the wisdom needed to acquire, and the possible destiny. And guys, if you'd like to do your own personal reading, this spread is available in the Mystical Shaman guidebook. And I do believe we all inherit these gifts to do tarot and oracle. Oracle may be a little easier on beginners just because it is its own universal state of consciousness. Each and every oracle deck is different, where tarot is all the same. So let's start this reading, Cancer. In the south, we have the rattle. In the west, we have fire. In the north, we have the corn. And in the east, we have the moon. Like I said, I will be reading to you directly. Now, what we need to let go of. Now, this doesn't work exactly the way a tarot reading works. In each of these four corners will be the energy that you're dealing with. So, for instance, the rattle is the spirit caller carrying the shaman's prayer to the four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with prayer. Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all of the earth, not just our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, Everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. You want to catch God on the whimper, not the shout. What are you trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. Now, in the West, we have fire. Fire consumes everything. This is a part of you that needs to die. Fire consumes anything it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire, it is to be utterly transformed, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Are you feeling too fiery? Have you been reactive and short-tempered towards others? This card has come to tell you that all fiery emotions directed at others can backfire on you. It is not a good idea to play with fire when you are out of balance or angry. Now is not the time to act or react. It is time to tame and befriend your inner fire so it does not scorch you. In the north, you have the corn. This is the wisdom needed to acquire your desired destination. Okay. Corn represents the mother of substance and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in the world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. There is more than enough. You planted a beautiful field of dreams and worked hard. Even in moments when you were losing faith, you continued. Now the spirit of the corn comes to honor this and show you a beautiful harvest. This is the time to reap the rewards of hard work and trust, whether those rewards are financial or the kind of prosperity measured in quality rather than quantity. You are so blessed when this symbol appears. Don't forget to share your good fortune. Beware of shortcuts to your dreams or a fast track being offered to you now. Be especially mindful of your feelings of entitlement or any expectation to get something for nothing. This is a time for gratitude, perseverance, and humility. Be prepared to work towards your goals and plant the seeds of your intentions, consciously and respectfully. Release any insecure thoughts of scarcity, feeling that there is never enough, or worry that someone else could take what is yours. Know that the universe will always provide, but you must be in a relationship with it in order to receive. You will reap what you sow. Take heart. If you didn't plant well and have conjured up the illusion of a drought, there is always a new season to begin again. Now in the east you have the moon. Every 28 days the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyche. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. The same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising or hiding back into an unconscious. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and it now comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on other achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. This card calls you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without the distraction of modern society, and have the courage to look at the unwanted and unbraced parts of your being until you arrive at a place of resolution. Shamanic lore explains that the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. Beautiful message. Guys, and may I recommend you take a little bit of starter point notes regarding this reading. I know I went fast, but we need to get this out. So we're going to be on to the Divine Energy. And I'm so glad I got it right. I've been calling it the Great the Great Energy Oracle. But I love this. The shamanic messages are a little, they're very much in detail. So you may want to go back and take some notes. Now, these oracle cards are simplistic. It will give you a more basic meaning of the messages coming through. That's why I say just go back and take key points to the messages before. These will be a little lighter. Okay, guys, keep your commitments. Address your addictions. Okay, keep your commitments. Be mindful of the commitments you make, implied or otherwise, and avoid agreements you are unable to see through. Keep your promises and honor your word in all situations. Respect yourself and others with what you say and how you say it. Be clear, gentle, and speak with intention and integrity. Your ego may distort your view and lead you away from your authentic communication, so beware. Your reputation can either be established or lost at this time. Your divine energy is guiding you to remain in alignment with your highest self and protect your reputation at all costs. Your divine energy is calling you to embody integrity and humility in your communication and in your intentions. Embrace and respect your spiritual responsibilities and be fair in your dealings with others. Rein in your ego and listen to your spirit. Be calm and available to the deepest guidance from within you. You are in a place of great influence and will either earn or lose the respect of others, depending on your intentions and how they are expressed. All is obvious. Keep your promises and fulfill your obligations. Make no excuses. Simply put, be a person others are fully able to trust. And we have address your addictions. It is time to acknowledge the addictive patterns and behaviors that are stealing your light. Is it alcohol, drugs, food, shopping, overspending, overworking, gambling, worrying, gossiping? What about an addiction to negative emotions such as misery, disappointment, fear, and victimization? Your divine energy is calling you to address your addictions so you can live as free and unlimited spiritual being once again. We are all prey to addictive negative behaviors, but the price we pay to learn them unchecked is the loss of peace in our spirit and loss of authentic communication. And loss of authentic connection with others. It is time to recognize these costly indulgences and have the courage and discipline to become free of them once and for all. Pray for help from your higher self. Wake up from denial and identify your addictions. They're robbing you of your creativity, connection, and peace, and must be conquered now. Your soul is asking you to enter the discomfort that comes from breaking free of these self-undoing behaviors in order to live in a more conscious, creative state of being. Pray for the universe to help you, and then seek and accept help in every way possible. You can either live in the joy of your unlimited creative power, or you can languish in the addiction, but you can't do both. Some powerful messages are coming through, guys, and we're going to be once a year tarot reading. So, bottom of the deck, the Fool. So what does the energy have to say? So you want to take a new beginning and make a firm foundation. Could be with a twin flame. There's an equal giving and receiving. Something that needs to be in balance. I want to say, see, that man, he was a little bit able to give. And when you're able to give, it does what? It brings out the worst in people when other people's intentions aren't set on the same intentions as yours. But this is bringing light to the situation. You could be dealing with someone that makes you happy, that you've been fighting with. Let's see. Alright, guys, here we go. Two of Swords. King of Wands. Nine of Wands. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let me get me a few. And I'll be on with the story. There's a decision that you haven't been wanting to make, Cancer. It's regarding your actions and where you want to set your intentions. It's your path forward. I'm seeing. You have been seeing what your actions have been doing, and I think it completed a cycle for you. Things came to a close, and now that left you in a position, if this is a relationship, to look for a way to heal what has been already done. I think there's been some problems up in your mind, some new type of, this is something new. It has something to do with your spiritual side of nature. You have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay? These are the most spiritual cards in the whole tarot deck. And it's sandwiched by you going in for guidance from Spirit. So these are three main spiritual cards that are touching one another. Have you been having problems with your faith? Faith in going, because you're looking for, your intuition saying you're looking for the clarity needed for commitment to happen. You're having problems with finding the light, the star in the situation for a new beginning. See, you're juggling both your worlds. See the twos? And this is a 2. You might be seeing 222. Okay, but let's go on. Okay. Four cups. There's another 4. There's your 7. There's another 7. And an 8. So it's been progression. But it's still okay. So in the past there was something where you weren't accepting the way your emotions were feeling. So it created some movement in the options area. I think you looked at your options of where to put your love and invest, and you actually did do the movement. But you're having the strength to hold on to something. Maybe a woman or a man that's wanting to feed into the situation that you're in limbo about, that you've been juggling. I think in the past you weren't willing to accept the movement being created with the relationship, and it made you look elsewhere. But now you're having the strength to say, you know what, I might think about feeding into this situation, but I'm still hung. I'm still hanging here. There's nowhere I can go. Let's see. So you're loving yourself, or loving a new tangible start. See, so you have done some work on yourself. When it comes to fixing all the cups that have been spilled, you know, look, people dying, look, river tears. Bye. Look, this person done cut his hand off. You like, I don't care, bye. You cut your hand despite you know, what's that saying? Oh, look, you had to ward off all the enemies. That made your whole tower crumble. So that's why you haven't given this a single thought with the person that you're trying to make the action with. You seeing that they want the action, but the cycle's completing because you haven't went in and done the work. Either that or you just don't want it. But there's been a lot done to you, and that's what made you wholeheartedly love yourself. See, you stepping in, and you creating this brand new way of life for yourself. See the movement? Your intuition was saying, no, 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 I really need to put the movement into where I need to go. Because of all of these spilled cups, right, that came at you. And look, it's like, look, you down. Huh. You know, so you had no choice because your tower fell. Everything came to a halt. 6 of Cups, there's your sixes. Starting, which is great because you needed it. You needed that void filled, I feel like. So a person from your past who you have stated your intentions to, brings you a lot of love, that you want a new passionate beginning with, that you was stolen from. I think you were robbed of the passion that you wanted to go to. You were robbed of. This is like I'm out to me. So you like left the intentions at the door, I want to say, with the person. So to me, everything's like the Two of Pentacles, all up in the air with not knowing what to do because of the way things happened before. You know, people learn their lessons. You see the High Priestess with the commitment. Everybody learns their lessons through time and the actions it takes to get their butt out of it again. You know, they're like, oh, wait, hold up. Last time this happened. That's what I'm talking about. So you dropped your swords and walked away because you're happy. You're happy with your family. And the partnership that, the loving partnership that it makes you feel like. So you transformed. Oh my goodness. Hold up. You sabotaged your love with someone who transformed for you and wanted a foundation. That must be what this difficult decision is. There you go. So you sabotaged what y'all had. Because you would have had to change your whole way of being to have the foundation that y'all, you know, the ultimate goal, if y'all was to stay together, would be that. So they had to walk away for a while. Let's see. So they had to take your emotions away until the clarity came that this is the love of your life. Look at this, it wants to fall off. And she is the Empress. She is everything you're looking for. So now you have the clarity. When you left and you wasn't getting them emotions no more, all of a sudden now you have the clarity of, this is the love of my life. I want a new start. I know this is something new. I want my Empress. Wow. She embodies all 4 queens. This is beautiful. I want to reawaken this. Oh my goodness. Bottom of the deck. I told you. What you lost when you had to take your emotions away, you actually felt it. The tangibility of being left out in the cold. You actually felt the emotions from it when this person left. Because you had your intentions. This is what I'm feeding. They're feeding me. Two of these of wands is the two of wands. Okay, when you set your path. Because this person has you in a waiting state. So some time must have passed. See how the person's going off? And it broke your heart. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That judgment, boy. That judgment, that reawakening. Look, the angels are coming in. Saying, oh, the worthy will be judged. Why? Because now you realize that this person's your everything, embodies all the elements now. You're the king. You are the king. Give me an affirmation. Thank you. Emotions. Check this out. Feel your emotions and let them go. Do not harbor bad feelings from the past. Are you falling into the same holes time and time again? It may be time to look for the triggers that create negative feelings and do something about it. Is there an issue that you are too emotional about? Take a step back. Breathe. Give yourself some space. Love all of your feelings, not only the ones you judge to be good. What a beautiful reading, guys. And if this reading resonates with you, please give me that thumbs up. Smash that like button. I love y'all. And namaste.